It was a pleasure to burn through so many women. I don't know how I could do it. Time travel was a gift, and one that I used to its fullest potential. I neither knew nor cared whence it came. It could have been genetic, but I never knew my piece of shit father. Mom was a good enough person, and the only woman I ever respected. The rest? They deserved what they got. The thing about time travel is that it was space travel as well. When I was 15 and naked in the shower, suddenly appearing at a stranger's Thanksgiving dinner 7 years in the past with my hair sudsy and dick straight out was a painful experience. But when I had finally learned to control where and when I went, my God, what a gift it was. I could spend as much time as I wanted in whatever place I chose and disappear instantly when things went south. I was so stealthy that none of them had a chance to say no. Imagine all the world and all of history as one long smorgasbord. Choose a state, a country, a decade. With a minimal amount of concentration on a date, I could emerge in a beautiful, unsuspecting girl's room in any year I desired. She would almost always be so shocked that I would have pinned her to the bed before she realized how much danger I represented. When I was finished, or before, if I heard a noise or felt threatened in any way, I could disappear instantly and never return. Guilt-free, victim-free. No one in my real life ever suspected a thing. With such a perfect outlet for all of my lust, I could be the perfect gentleman to everyone who mattered. It was a joy dropping by 1927 to put a cute little flapper in her place, or 1913 so that I could terrify her with stories about the upcoming war mid-coitus. I loved the fear. But I really had a thing for the 1980s. Something about the permed hair and shoulder pads really got my motor purring. I frequent that decade more than any other. I was balls deep, and I mean balls deep, in a pretty little thing from 1986, when I stopped mid-thrust. The picture on her nightstand had made my blood run cold. I wanted to ask her about it, but she wasn't doing much talking with the gag in her mouth. I began to hyperventilate. "Calendar! Calendar!" I screamed, terrified. She pointed a trembling finger at the desk. My breath stopped as I came into her before I could stop myself. I screamed and jumped back like she was a splatter of hot grease. I disappeared immediately and found myself back in my room. Everything was exactly as I had left it, but there was no fixing it. I knew what I saw. The date on the calendar was exactly 9 months before I was born, and the picture on the nightstand was of my grandparents.